So if you are a Packers fan, as I am, one thing we struggled through last season was watching the special teams struggle mightily, especially in that final game. And it was definitely one of the main reasons we lost to that 49ers team with that blocked punt, which was just sad to see in that moment. But now, looking ahead, the Packers, of course, move on from Maurice Drayton. They decided to come in and sign, the guy who became the Raiders' interim coach, Rich Bisaccia. And now the question is, how are the Packers going to bolster their special teams unit? But some news came out in the past couple of days that apparently the Packers are interested in this one returner on the Steelers. Here, I will show you the information right here. It came out from CBS Sports saying, a year after leading the NFL in return yardage, Steelers wide receiver and special teamer Ray McCloud is expected to have a solid market in 2022 free agency. Pittsburgh has contacted McCloud's representation to express a strong interest in re-signing the veteran, according to a source close to the situation, but at least 6 other teams, including playoff contenders in the 49ers and Packers, have their sights set on McCloud ahead of the league's legal tampering period, which begins March 14th. The Colts, 49ers, Lions, and Packers all expressed interest in the 25-year-old McCloud during the 2022 NFL Scouting Combine, according to sources, and are among teams expected to make an offer to the wideout once the negotiating window officially opens. So it does look like the Packers do have some interest in this guy who actually led the league when it comes to total return yardage. If we take a look at his punt return yards, he had the most punt return yards in the NFL last season. He was 11th when it came to punt yards per return. And then when it comes to kickoff returns, he was 26th in yards per kickoff return. So he seemed to be a little bit better when it came to returning punts. And if we take a look last year for the Packers, we were very, very bad in pretty much both of those areas. 31st in kick return average and 21st in punt return average. And Amari Rodgers did, return a majority of the kicks, 30, and he was 35th in yards per kickoff return. So it seems like the Packers could see something in this guy. Maybe they think that he could be one of the potential solutions to this Packers special teams roster when it comes to returning. He's also a receiver, had 39 receptions, 277 yards, so maybe the Packers could use him on their offense as well. And one thing, too, that we need to look at is the Packers last year did start off by using rookie Kylan Hill in returning, and that's where he, tore his ACL. I'm pretty sure it was his ACL, right? I think it was, in his first season. So maybe if he comes back healthy, he's a potential solution there. But it is interesting to see the Packers, starting to have some interest in a potential special teamer. I think that the Packers are definitely going to take special teams even more seriously this year. We already saw them, decide to do that by hiring Rich Bisaccia, who is probably seen as one of the better special teams coach in the NFL, at least better than, what we had last year. And so I think with the consistent poor play of the Packers special teams, I definitely think that is going to be a unit they are going to focus on this year, because they can't have it happen once again, because, fans definitely wouldn't have it to have this special teams unit be as bad as they have. So I think the Packers are going to do everything possible to bolster this unit, and maybe Ray McCloud is a potential option there for the Packers if they're able to sign him to a somewhat, I would think smallish contract, but who exactly knows. But interesting to see the Packers sort of, interested in this guy. But if you guys want to see more Packers content, feel free to subscribe to the channel down below. I put out Packers content, news, rumors pretty much daily. So if you're into that, feel free to subscribe to the channel down below and drop a like on the video as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.